Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday the 27th of August. Continuing to read through Ruth, yesterday we got to the point where Naomi suggests Ruth go to Boaz at the threshing floor and ask him to be their kinsman redeemer. And Ruth says, I will do what you've asked me to. Reading then from verse 7. When Boaz had finished eating and drinking and was in good spirits, he went over to lie down at the far end of the grain pile. Ruth approached quietly, uncovered his feet, and lay down. In the middle of the night, something startled the man. He turned, and there was a woman lying at his feet. Who are you? He asked. I am your servant Ruth, she said. Spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a guardian redeemer of our family. And as I was reading this, I was struck by the fact that here was Boaz, who was eating and drinking and was in good spirits. Clearly they were celebrating. It had been a good harvest. They were threshing, gathering it in, and things looked good. And so it was a good reason to celebrate. And I thought of how often Christians are seen as killjoys, as people that really don't know how to party, that people that are a wet blanket. And so often that is how Christians are portrayed in the media. Whereas Boaz was clearly in good spirits. He'd had a good party. He was really enjoying it. And we think of Jesus himself, who time and again would go out. Pharisees would ask him to come in. He'd go and have dinner with the Pharisees. He was invited by the tax collectors to go and have a feast with them, and he went. And he even pointed out, John came sort of neither eating nor drinking, and people said he had a demon. He says, the Son of Man, he himself comes eating and drinking, and he's accused of being a glutton and a drunkard. And that didn't bother him, and it shouldn't bother us. And as Christians, we should be the people that celebrate best, because we know the God that is behind all the good things that people are celebrating. And if there's a birthday, that is a blessing from God. If there's a wedding, it's sort of God-established marriage. If there's been a good harvest, that came from God. And as we celebrate, we're not just enjoying company and rejoicing with other people. We're doing that, but in the presence of God. And so the real challenge is to go out and celebrate. That doesn't mean that we overindulge and get drunk and any of those kind of things. But you don't need to do that to celebrate. And we ought to be the examples of what true celebration is, and how you really can enjoy yourself, and what a great time you can have, and what it means to be like Boaz, to go drinking and eating and being in good spirits. So as life goes on, and there are times to enjoy things and things that you can celebrate, do it with gusto, glorifying God as you do it, because all good things come from him ultimately. So enjoy life and be blessed.